Hello, welcome to Jennifer's Magical Book Club. Today I am here to read a novel which is called Paperboy. I'm going to continue from chapter 8, so I'm gonna start. I probably get over things that hurt faster than most kids. I don't have much of a choice, seeing as how my stuttering hurts me so many times during a day. Rat has a big scar on his left arm for the time he crashed his bike trying to ride down the concrete steps at Crump Stadium. He tells anybody who listens about how the doctor said had to sew 16 stitches in his arm. He likes to show off to guys and make girls scream by sticking a safety pin in the scar. He says he can't feel the pin, but I can tell he's careful not to push it in too far. I used to have my own secret trick, but I used a thumbtack instead of a safety pin. If I knew I was going to have to read a recite in class, I would keep a thumbtack in my hand and push it into my palm when I started to talk. I kept hoping the pin would make me forget about stuttering, but it never did. I decided it didn't make much sense to keep sticking myself, and I got tired of always having a bloody hand when class was over. You can't replace one hurt with another one. You just end up with double hurts. Walking the paper route each day gave me to think about what I had found in the closet. Here was the toughest part to figure out. If some other man and my mother got together to make me, then why did I like being around my father more than my mother? I liked to talk to my father a whole lot more than I did my mother. My father never seemed to mind that I stuttered so much. He even said when I turned 13, he would be buying me some shotgun and he wanted to take me hunting with him and his friends. I knew he was always tired when he got home from work, and he really didn't like to peach and catch much, but he always took the time to do if I asked him. Finding out my father was unknown answered one big question. I had always tried to figure out how I could have such a good arm on me when my father drew so soft, almost like a girl. I had always wondered if I was going to be tall and thin like my father when I got older. I guess I knew the answer to that question unless the other man who made me was tall too. But I didn't have the first notion of who that man was or if he was short or tall. I thought so much about what I had seen in the closet that week that I would come to the end of my route and look down in my newspaper bags and wonder where all the papers had gone. But I don't think I ever missed the house because I never got a complaint. My arms and legs could do things without my mind knowing about it. Friday morning, my father surprised me by saying he was going to take off work that afternoon and we could have lunch anywhere I wanted and then take in a matinee. I told him I had to be at the paper drop by 3 o'clock, and he said he would make sure I got there. We checked the paper, and the only movie time that worked out was a western called Shane playing at the Crosstown Theater. He said he saw the movie years ago when it first came to town, but it was good enough to see again and he thought I would like it. He said for me to be ready at noon. We would eat at Brittling's cafeteria and then go to the movies. At noon, I was waiting on the back steps with my newspaper bags when my mother came outside to tell me that my father's secretary had called to say that he had gotten caught in a meeting and was running late. My mother said she would fix me a pimento cheese sandwich for lunch, and then my father and I could go straight to the movie. Could I have just cheese? You can't have a pimento pimento cheese sandwich without pimentos in it. I wanted to tell my mother that Ma'am never puts pimentos in my cheese because I thought the red specks looks like a piece of glass, but sometimes it was easier to eat glass than explain things to my mother. So I'm going to read till page 93 this time and going to continue from page 94 next time for Paperboy. Thank you for enjoying with me and see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye!